Hi, everyone. As 2024 comes to a close, I want to take this moment to reflect on the year, the good, the bad, and some of the ugly that I've faced. It's been a year of growth and challenges, and I'm excited to share it, well, most of it with you. For this video, I used ChatGPT to assist in creating the script, and I'm also going to include a comparison of its contributions with some of my own thoughts. But that'll be close to the end. I am going to put a chapter set up in this video. So this year, I attended 2 conventions and 1 event, Monroe Comic Con and YomaCon, and the event was the Autism Hero Walk. Each experience was amazing. I had a great time at all of them. And at YomaCon, I began booking for photo shoots once again and really got back into photography at these conventions like I used to before COVID. And it felt great to rediscover my passion and start rebuilding my skills again. And I did amazingly well for having a 4-year hiatus. This year, I also started gardening. I haven't done that since I was a teenager. And while it didn't go perfectly, I had success with tomatoes. I did get some good cucumbers out of it before the plants all died, but I did good with the tomatoes. And I look forward to improving next year, and I know what went wrong. On another good note, this year I paid off my car. That doesn't seem like much to a lot of people, but before I had my current car, all of my other cars were cars that I went out on the street for, bought, and repaired myself. Some of the pitfalls that I have experienced was being away from working with the crowd for so long. Um, Especially after being away from photography for 4 years and only going to conventions to hang out with friends. I found that my anxiety around crowds has returned, and that has been a hurdle at conventions. But I am working through it and pushing myself to keep showing up and to go back to what I was doing pre COVID. I did have a couple of Christmas shoots booked, but they had to get canceled. It started out one of the models got sick, and then I got kind of sick, and then another one caught COVID. So everything kind of got canceled. Everybody got busy in December. It was a little disappointing, but we are working on rescheduling. We're going to get similar projects. They're not going to be Christmas themed, but we'll see. Editing William here. I just wanted to interject something real fast. One thing that has happened this year that I really didn't expect to happen at all was I've gotten a couple of job offers from outside the country. Um, really vetted. I vetted them. It wasn't just some random message coming in, but like Colombia, Bulgaria, and Kenya all had a company there had a job offer for me. Most of the time, I was referred to by somebody I knew in the country, but yeah, I figured that's something. All of them were photography jobs. Well, one of them was trying to be a career, but all of them were jobs. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in. One of the biggest and toughest moments this year was my mother got sick. So I had to take a lot of time off of work for that. And I canceled 1 or 2 events while she was sick. She's gotten better. She is doing better, but that was one hurdle for this year. Another hurdle that I've experienced was I still am experiencing like a couple of friends that are coming out of the woodwork, um, showing opposition to my outspoken support for Ukraine. It surprised me, especially since this has been something that I've been extremely, in some cases, vocal about for over 2 years. Despite that, I am proud to stand behind my beliefs. I've experienced some financial struggles this year, mostly with the rising costs of everything, so that has not helped a lot either. So plans for 2025. Looking ahead, I have some exciting goals for next year. I plan to attend 5 conventions and 3 events. I do know I'm going to YomaCon, and I do know that I'm going to the Autism Hero Walk. One of the downsides is the Hero Walk does not necessarily announce it anytime within a reasonable time period. This year, I learned about the dates literally right before I was the cutoff date for putting in for the days off. I want to focus on also getting at least 3 out of convention photo shoots specifically for social media. I will continue to build my client bookings as much as I can as well, but those don't always go on my Instagram. And additionally, I plan to explore getting into some nature photography and maybe some street photography as well. Now we're going to go into my usage on AI for this video. Again, for clarity, I used OpenAI's ChatGPT, the free version, to assist with the script of this video. Normally, I just wing it and sometimes ramble on a topic, which I have to then trim down in editing. So this is the first time I have used AI for a long form video. I've used it for some smaller videos on Instagram, but for the most part, this is the most intense that I've used it. And then I asked ChatGPT to estimate its levels of assistance. Here's what it came up with some of my review. The initial structure, it estimated that it assisted me 30%. ChatGPT said it provided a general outline for the script, helping to organize my ideas into a clear, logical flow. I say that this is accurate. When I approached ChatGPT, I already had a basic outline in mind, and it helped me refine it into a structure that allowed me to see what was needed and what I could actually eject out. It also kind of reorganized them a little bit. I fought back against it, but on a couple of the items. But for the most part, I agreed with it. Content refinement, it estimated about 50%. A significant portion of the script's content was refined or adjusted based on my inputs, ensuring clarity and tone while preserving my voice. While ChatGPT said that it did 50%, I'm going to estimate that it did more of 65 to 70%, as refinement is not one of my strong suits. Suggestions and additions, it estimated it contributed about 15%. ChatGPT proposed optional enhancements such as adding reflections, engaging prompts, or fun anecdotes. While I agree with this percentage, it did add I did add some of its suggestions. Most of its suggestions did not make it into the cut though. Technical elements, it estimated 5%. This covers formatting and adding sections like the video description, keywords, and title. ChatGPT's estimate here is actually low. While I had a general description and title in the works, it's provided suggestions I preferred. I'd place this closer to 50%. Overall, I'd say the script was a collaborative effort, and ChatGPT acted as a supportive editor and organizer. Thank you all for being part of my journey this year. Even though if I haven't been active on YouTube, I am more active on TikTok and Instagram. Whether you watched my videos, left comments, or supported me in other ways, I truly appreciate it. Here's to making 2025 even better, filled with creativity, growth, and connection. I have a question for you guys. What do you think about me utilizing AI for my YouTube videos? What was your biggest win or lessons for 2024? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. See you guys next year.